What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Quantum Show. Me and Tim are at the front door saying, hey, come on over. Quantum Show over here. Coffee's hot. What's up, Tim?
Holding down the fort. Holding
Hell
down the
yeah.
fort.
All right. Welcome to the show, everybody. Dorothy, you made the t shirt. Destined Chaos, Samo, Aussie, Scream. And let's see. I think that's it for now. Tim. And
An
yeah,
alerter in the
I
window.
think they're coming in as we're talking. Cool. I know Rachel and Renee are here. They're lurking in the back perfectly. And the agents, aliens, and AI are here. Like and subscribe if you're here. You're quantum. Oh boy. Well, I couldn't have asked for a better thumbnail than as regular as ExLax. I could not ask for that. And me and Tim were just saying it's so authentic and it just came up randomly. I didn't try for it. It came from the ether.
It just kind of rolls out of you.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of in a torrent.
Yeah.
So that's going to end up definitely on a t-shirt. Shout out, Dorothy, you made it. You did it, Dorothy. And links are out and people are on their way in.
And if you like late shows, we do use the F word from now and then.
Yep. Bucket, right? We're gonna be this is that show. This is the NC-17R show. So
Yeah.
but
All
we're not gonna cover it up like peanut butter, but
right. But all opinions are, of course, opinions of panel members and not any group thing held, or maybe they are group held. We don't know. It's quantum.
yeah, it comes out of the ether. Kind
Yeah.
of like ExLax. But yeah, well, you were here for the first hour, the solo,
Right.
and I talked about the update with the store. Dude, logistics is a bitch, man. Doing the shipping and the payment methods and all that. Ugh.
Are they having you sign up for Stripe or something?
I'm gonna stick with PayPal. Stripe is an option, but I'm
Okay.
gonna stick with the PayPal store or the PayPal payment thing.
Uh,
And
I
the
think there's, to my knowledge, the only two big competitors right now.
yeah, there are a couple here and there. There's Stripe and PayPal for online, and then there's another one for people to use on their phones. And I forget what that is. That's what all the people at the conventions and conferences do.
Hmm.
It's not Stripe, but it's related to Stripe.
Square.
Square, that's it,
Yeah.
Square. And Aussie, oh, well, I might PayPal actually has a way for you to pay via PayPal even if you don't have PayPal. It will debit you if you give them access. And
Yeah, but Aussie's in Australia, so it may be Zoom instead. Zoom is their identity outside the United States, and I don't know what services they offer in Australia, to tell you the truth.
yeah, I don't know either. So, well, I'll figure it out. It'll be worldwide shipping, but shipping worldwide is harder to do. If they make it hard, it's hard. I mean, you got
Yeah.
customs forms and what do they call it? Duties and things like that, right? So I'm working on it. It's a thing. If I have to ship something manually, I will, and that's fine. But hope y'all like the thumbnail for the show. Me and co-pilot banged it out real quick, and I think it works nice. Let me go ahead and bring it up just because I can. I want to show it because it's so funny. And welcome back, Lynn, to the
Oh,
show.
Hi.
man.
Hi, it's good to be back.
It's
I'm
good to see you.
glad you're feeling better.
I missed you guys.
Oh, we missed you immensely.
Everybody's
Mm,
talking about you every week.
Yeah, it's been a really hard journey. Uh, for anybody who doesn't know, I was basically in a coma for 4 weeks, and found my way back out. It took some time, and when I woke up, there was Frank holding Sarah Bear, saying, "Remember Sarah Bear? Remember?" You know, I'm like,
aw,
"Yes, I remember." Teddy Bear brought me out,
aw. That's
so
so.
that you guys basically saved my life because they were talking about decisions because it's gone on for a very long time, and went into some long-term hospital care for about 2 weeks. They decided I didn't need that, put me in physical therapy, as can do, and it was uh, it was hard. I will say that there were others that had been there much longer that were still trying very hard to stand up, similar circumstances, and I got up on the first day. I said, I will get up, and I got up. It was all upper body strength, but I took 3 steps and then 3 more and then 3 more. And finally, they sat me back in a wheelchair and said, "Okay, you're done." I'm like, I can't be done. I haven't been at this long enough. They were trying for 2 weeks to get me out of it. After after 3 weeks, they told Frank we have to make a decision. And of course, that phrase is the kiss of death.
Yeah.
And I had a tracheotomy. I can't really see. They got the infection is gone. I'm healthy again, so such as it is. And it was a journey. It was a long journey, you know. But
Yeah.
Frank
Well, you,
was there the entire time. He
yeah,
didn't
Frank
leave
was
me.
speaking very highly of the staff.
Yes,
I
Yeah.
was talking to Frank. I was talking to Frank during, right? Uh,
yes,
and he was speaking very highly of the staff.
yeah.
So that's
They
good.
were angels. They really were. I uh, they gave me an ovation when I left, and the staff from the regular people went and saw me off too. Not just the supervisory staff, but everybody. So it was like, wow. And they told me that I was the fastest person they had ever seen get up on my hind legs and get out of there. you know,
Yeah.
I said,
I
I
dare
gotta
say,
go.
yeah, I dare say you made the books.
Yeah, I do that. I do that.
Yeah.
But I know that you had the crystal network going because I could see it on the other side.
Really?
I could see it. Yes,
It was humming the whole time.
it
I could
was.
only feel it, right? I
Yeah,
could only feel it, and it's still going, but
it's not as
it's
active.
dialed down now.
Yes, it doesn't have to be that full blown hey howdy,
Yeah,
but I
man.
could see it. I was on the other side. I was between worlds, and I was very close to dying. I really was. It. I got to the suite by and by, and they said, "We love you. We want you here, but it's your choice. You can go back or you can stay." And I chose to go back. So
Well,
here I am. But I could see the quartz crystals, at one point, and when I was sort of lucid, I could see them in the room. gyrating, spinning every
Yeah.
direction, like almost like a gyroscope. You know what I mean? Just woo,
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Like
colors
a
were amazing.
kaleidoscope, but
Yes,
like little parts.
yes, like beautiful colors. I can't even name. There was colors there I had never seen.
Yeah, you
And
weren't looking through human eyes.
yeah, I was looking through spirit. And at one point, and I had to sort through all the memories because I had a bunch of memories that didn't belong, that were hallucinations. But
Mhm.
I knew that was truth. I felt that, and I really hung on to it. The um, Frank tried very hard for a couple of weeks to wake me up, and I just couldn't make it out. And it's a sort of limbo.
Mhm.
I knew that heaven wanted me. I was fine with that, but I had to be patient and wait. And that was hard. And in that limbo, it was funny because my mind created a room that looked like an upper attic, and I was all alone in there, except for a black cat and someone standing behind me. Okay, and I felt like I didn't dare look back. And this cat was a favorite cat of mine when I was a teenager. His name was Nonsense. And I said, "Well, look at you. What are you doing here?" He goes, "I was sent here. I'm not pleased." I'm like, I said, "Well, I'm sorry." He goes, "That's okay." He goes, "I got to be with you." And he could talk to me, obviously. I said, "Well, why did they send me you? What's the deal?" He goes, "I'm here to make sure that nothing bothers your peace." I said, "Is that so?" He goes, "Yep." He goes, "You see those little red eyes over there?" I said, "Yeah, I see them." He goes, "Those are rats, and I'm good at rats." I said, "You always were.
Mm.
Good job." So one decided, well, I'm going to scare her. Came out, and this cat leapt on it, and the thing disappeared in a puff of pink smoke and pseudo memories, you know. And because I was so sick with this meningitis, I have holes in my memory. There are people that are supposed to be in certain memories that I don't recall at all, and things that happened I don't recall. So, we're still sifting through that even now. That it's like my memory was purged of a lot of things that weren't necessary. Most of what was taken out was things that were very unpleasant. So I'm like, cool, I can go forward and not think anything more about it. you know?
I
But
can
it's,
relate.
well, how many times have you ever wished that I just would have a faint recollection of it, nothing else? So it was one of those deals. But it
Wow.
was certainly a, a fantastical journey, just getting to a place where I was awake again. The pain was tremendous. It it was difficult, but getting the muscles straightened back out and getting the bunches out of it, and working out that my back is still feeling weak, but the air, I mean, obviously it's there, but that's okay. I'm breathing it. That's good, right? I
Oh
think
yeah.
one of,
That's good.
you wonder why in the world did God ever put you into that sort of situation? And I can tell you it's a cleansing. It's a, at least in my case, it was. Um, it was to help me get away from some of the things that were bothering me a great deal. And, um, I'm always open to being sent somewhere. That is a hard thing to acknowledge that uh, we're put in places for a reason. And what I was saying about PT, we're talking about a big gymnasium full of people and in different stages of recovery. And at one point, my left arm is still very weak. And I was working with it to get it in the air. Okay, right now that's as far as it goes. And they had thought maybe I had a stroke during all of this fever and everything, but no, it's just atrophy. But I still only have that arm so far, and I was working with it, getting it up straight, and at one point I forgot where I was. I was so concentrated on what I was doing. I started yelling at the arm, okay, you can do this now, get up there, just giving it absolute hell. And it suddenly occurred to me that I was not alone in my misery. you know, that's enough.
Yeah,
And
hey, dog agrees.
well, so she's another one completely. But I was yelling at my arm, and I finally got it up straight. Right, pulled it up, and I said, "There, now stay." You know, and suddenly I realized that this room full of people had gone silent. I was like, "Uh-oh," you know. And I turned around, and there's this whole room full of people staring at me, raising hell with that arm, you know. And suddenly everybody started clapping. That was the kind of camaraderie that was going on in that gymnasium. And I I was embarrassed to beat all heck because you really aren't supposed to be yelling at your arm, and you know, so what? But every time I went in there, I made a point to go in smiling, not like, oh my God, here I gotta go again,
Right.
because that's not easy. And they had to dial it down a lot for me because I could only stand about 2 hours a day. And no, no, Dorothy, I'm lucky. I am up. I'm moving. I am lucky. No poor Lynn.
No, poor Lynn.
No poor
I was
Lynn.
thinking the same thing. Not a
No,
poor Lynn moment.
it could have been so much worse.
Yeah,
No,
what
to
could have
be
been a moment of humiliation turned into a moment of victory and high praise. Love it.
exactly, yes, yes, and everybody in there was thrilled. And one dear lady, I had watched her for, I don't know, a couple days, and she just absolutely refused to help herself, you know. And I looked at her and I said, "Today's your day, babe. Come on, let's do it." We had this box. I had some weight in it. She had a flat box, nothing in it, just to move back and forth, and to build up the muscle. And she grabbed it and moved it. And I'm like, you got this, you got this. You're going to be on your feet in no time. Come on, just, just, yeah, you can do this.
Mm-hmm.
Another one was afraid to get up. She got up that day,
Mhm.
and another gentleman said, "I'm not letting these women get ahead of me," and it was on, you know. But the 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 supervisor, nice fella, had had taken me on as his project, and probably regrets it to this day. But you know, but he said I've seen people be very very sick. He goes, you were the sickest person I've ever seen come into here and be on their feet almost as soon as they were brought in,
Mhm.
just out of sheer will. And I'm like, well, God showed me that while I was on the other side. And we talked a lot about the other side.
Mhm.
And he's like, I didn't believe before you. He goes, I believe now. And I'm like, bravo.
Mhm.
I said, I'm happy for you. I said, it'll open up vistas you never thought were possible. But, you know, him and one other fella, I had them almost exclusively during during this, and they were both very very experienced at it. And they were at one point, the guy said, "Goes, you put yourself in a mindset where you don't feel pain, huh?" I said, "Yeah, I do." And he's like, "I've never seen that before." I said, "Well," I said, "a lot of people think martial arts is a big ha ha, like wrestling is. It's not. It's not at all." I said, "I've employed everything that I learned at that point now, all of it,
Yep. You
you
know
know."
what? This something just happened to me that you're making me remember by talking about martial arts. You something I'm talking it happened yesterday. I got a phone call at like 11:30 at night. Nobody calls that time. And it was a veteran person that I just met. Now we're buddies, right? And he called me reaching out. He didn't know I was even going to answer. And his main question, he was at kind of a tipping point. Okay, a
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
tipping point. I'm sure a lot of people understand that. He asked me, why does he want to destroy and cause so much pain? In more or less words, right? I'm
Who
like,
does? Himself?
himself,
Ah,
his PTSD was
yes,
messing with him.
yes.
And I actually suggested to him, I had suggested to a common friend, take him for coffee and yoga as a joke. This guy is like Ranger Special Forces. He's not going for yoga, right? She
Oh, I
told
don't
him
know.
that,
I know a couple of army guys that use that to relax.
They
right.
got a program at my VA.
Yeah, you got to work up to it though, okay? It's
Yeah.
True,
not
true.
like I mean he got out a while ago, but he's never dealt with this stuff. And
He's
uh
refused to admit that he could possibly have something as hard as PTSD is.
well, he thought he was dealing with it on his own. No names saying, right?
No, of course
But
not.
he couldn't. And I told him what I went through. I was like, "You know what? I tried it my way for years and it took me that long to figure out, hey, this isn't working, do something else." So I went with the therapy and it helps, right? And
Uh huh.
also I went back. This was years ago. right? I went back and revisited the book, uh, Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. That was
Yeah.
years ago, and I
Oh
told him,
yeah. I
get
remember
that
that
book.
book.
I I I haven't read it now for about 15 years or so, but it got me where I needed to be able to get into it. And
Yeah.
me and him, we connected in a way that he wasn't able to talk to people using military stuff, right?
Right.
And he was able to, and I talked him back from that turning point. I like to think, I'm not sure. I just know a guy called me, reaching out to me, and I fucking was there,
Yeah.
you know. And he said he felt better. I'm great. I'm like, great, that's great. But yeah, martial arts. He already knows a couple of forms of martial arts. I'm like, cool. Go back to Do
That
Re
actually
Mi.
helps.
Yeah, I
That
said,
actually helps a lot.
go back to
Just
your
going through the
basics, dude.
forms. Yeah.
Yeah,
See, and
go
I'm
back.
at a place where I can't go through the forms anywhere but right there.
Right.
But
And
I do it every day just the same.
you are in a certain way. He's in another way where he can't do it
Right.
except for here also.
Yeah.
And that's where I said, go get that book. And I said, and now this is like a very young, this is a younger guy, right? And I
Right.
said, I know it sounds gay, but read a book. And he was like, I'm glad you're saying you know it sounds gay because I'd hate to be the
Oh,
one to tell you. I'm like, yeah,
I need to say something to Dorothy. Dorothy, I'm open to talk to you. Absolutely. And if you want to call me, you can. Drop Nathan an email and he'll forward it to me and I'll respond to you. And
or a
it'll be
tweet.
for with my name,
Yeah,
Dorothy.
yeah, or a
The
tweet,
dot.
or
I don't tweet.
what-
I don't
I
tweet.
do. I do. She can get to me
Okay.
all these different ways and I can text you.
Yeah. Or better yet, Nathan, if you just send her the number, she can call me.
Okay,
I'm not doing anything right now except getting better. All
right.
right.
Okay, well, I will. Permission granted, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, Dorothy. Yeah. After the show, if I try to do much now as far as communications,
Just
it'll
gonna
wreck
be
this.
goofy.
We're already fighting sunspots and solar bursts,
Right.
Right.
and but we know the quantum crystal network is working. By the way, that's fucking badass, y'all.
Yeah.
I have had. I mean, I've got a sense of empathy on the edge of awareness. That's what it's like for me. Okay, y'all have confirmed it. No joke. No joke at all.
Well, yeah,
Got
I'm
it.
here for a reason.
I know. And you have told me that it's there.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have on it's seriously. I go and I check up on it at any given time, and it's a humming on the edge of awareness. It's like almost like you have something like
Just right there.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. It's right
Yeah.
here, and it's making itself known in a very small way. But you went to it and
Yeah.
you saw it in
Yeah. It
person.
came to me actually. I was kind of laying there half asleep, half awake, but not really seeing anything. And suddenly this big crystal started spinning in front of my eyes. All these wonderful refractions and light, and I could feel the energy off of it, just pure love. And I was like, "Hi, Nathan." you know?
I felt I felt something like that.
Yeah.
It's again, it's on the edge of my awareness, and I'm wrapped up in Muggle world all the time.
Oh yeah.
So, mm,
I've
yeah,
seen them before too. The spinning light engines, they're beautiful. I was not on the other side when I saw them. but I was
Yeah, but
seeing
you've
the other
had
side.
enough alteration with your mind and your brain that it's there in front of your face.
Yeah, I mean, you can't unsee them once you see them. They're like
Yeah, no, they're there all the time once you really start acknowledging them and seeing them.
they look like
It's
cathedrals of glass. I
hmm
wish everyone could like, but they got moving parts and there's light that comes
yeah.
through them and it's
And then some
refracted.
idiots think it's schizophrenia, and I'm not schizophrenic at all. I have my moods, but that's not schizophrenia. You know, but it's one of the things that I'm probably never going to do again is sing. I had a tracheotomy,
Mm.
and it affected my voice. I cannot speak loudly at all,
Well, Lynn, you know what?
and
There's always mumble rap.
Nice.
No.
I'm here to
See,
tell
I
you.
know no,
Uh,
no,
I'm
not
here to tell
no.
you about the other side of crystals. Don't you think? Okay, I don't know how to do it at all.
Actually, that's what I sounded like trying to speak afterwards.
There's also
They
MC
took
Stephen
they took
Hawking.
it out, but still had a fairly good sized hole in my throat, and I had to basically hold my throat shut so that I could get a word out. You know, it sounded like that. So it was kind of a goofy thing, but it's the speech therapist came in. And he goes, you may never be able to get any volume. He goes, and I guarantee you're not going to sing again. He said, so I just want you to to accept that. And I said, well, I didn't sing in the first place, so it's perfectly fine. You know, but, well, maybe for myself, but not out, of course,
Right.
but a little bit of it during my younger years. But my voice is smoky anyway, and so getting anything more from that ain't gonna happen. But your friend, I really have a lot of compassion for him because he's got a long way to travel on this one. I can feel that. I can see it.
Yeah.
Accepting what happened and letting it go is going to be the hard part.
Yeah. What I told him to do was it will always be a part of you.
Yeah,
However, you are not done yet. Make new memories. Make
yeah,
good ones to just pile up where the good outweighs the bad. Just
exactly.
keep going. Do
Something to anchor to rather than the bad stuff.
right. I've
Yeah,
told this to several people. Um, is this a foreign concept? Am I
It's no giving up. You
right.
just you yes, it's a foreign concept to some people. Some people don't get that whole it sucks. You need to get used to it sucking
yeah,
in such a way that it doesn't suck so much for you.
right.
Right.
You know, a lot of young people they don't have any inkling of what it's like to have your own mind back behind being the cashier.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's a lot of PTSD for me is when I get a flashback, I'm there again. It doesn't happen too often now, but I'm there again during that trauma. And my instinct is to fight like hell, and that's not good if you're trying to deal with a nurse or six of them, you
Right.
or maybe a few more than that, particularly not on a helicopter, you know, and that in itself, just it that told me, no, this part of my life is not done yet. This
Right.
not going to go away. I can wish it away all to my heart's content, but
But
it's
you're not
still
done.
there. It's still there, and it's going to be there until I'm done with it. But it's not like an anxiety attack. I mean, I think a lot of people put PTSD down to anxiety, and it's not. It's a sudden being there all over again, and you are in severe danger. Yeah. Then, and when
It's
Blue Cruise came in.
it's good to see you too, Blue. Scream Engine and Zamo and everybody else. I am just so grateful for your prayers. Because a lot of times I could hear them. And then I hear my wow one.
So do we.
She was
It's
so
so
happy
weird.
to see me when I walked
Yeah.
in the door, and she was all over me. And then I got punished for being gone. It's a dog thing, you know. But we are. I know that one of the biggest goals I had was to go home, you know, and Frank and I both every single day reminded each other what going home means. What is that we're looking forward to? We're looking forward to cooking. Are we looking forward to just laying in bed and vegetating? you know, uh, Vegetating was my first couple of days, but I got up. I said, I got to get up because if I don't get up, I'm going to be right back where I started from. But I've been home for 2 weeks now. Yeah, good 2 weeks. And I started walking on my own without a cane or crutches or the walk or nothing. Can walk by myself now. So, we're making it one bit at a time. So that's been a big deal. Um, they didn't think I would be able to lift this leg, and I can. I still have numbness in a foot, but that will go eventually. So, and the numbness in the left arm has gone away now. So, no,
It'll come back. Yeah, it'll all come
they'll
back.
come back.
Takes a minute.
The memories won't be back. I know that. Um, I
but
got I got a promise when I was on the other side. Said that when I left, I would be given a gift, and it would become very obvious to me. And I realized the gift was I don't have any memory of really bad things now, other than they happened, and it's like it happened to somebody else. So it either compartmentalized, something happened
That is a
to
gift.
to yeah. I'm
That's
not
a big
anxious
gift.
anymore. Uh, like I said, there's some people that are gone from my memory. I don't have any recollection of them. Those uh, those 4 weeks, I don't have any recollection other than what I've told you tonight. There's really nothing else. Waking up
Okay.
to Frank was the best thing that ever happened to me in my life. I was so happy to see him. All I could do was hug him and hold him and call him George. But it was it's like being gone for years and years. Now there's no concept of time.
right.
Wow.
So I loved your car stuff, and not the red one with the black.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Heck yeah, I'm working on it, and it's so easy to make that happen. Black paint is just black paint. First of all,
Yeah, yeah,
the little fender wells, they're on Timu. I just got to make sure I don't get the wrong size, and
right.
then make them work. The lip on the front, again, Timu or Amazon, or heck, I know enough people with 3D printers that can make that. And if I wanted to make it
Yeah.
4 inches a piece, I could. I'm not gonna, but
No, just
but
no.
no, I know I can make. Uh, I can get that done, and the pinstripe along the lip, pinstripe. I got it in the drawer over here with the quantum handle right there. And the most expensive parts, and I've already sourced them, are the wheels, and
Yeah.
they're local. They've got them right down the street. Well,
All
down the
right.
street. They've got them right
Um,
down the street.
are they terrifically expensive?
No, I thought I was gonna be looking at $300 a piece. No, they're gonna be like a little over 100 a piece, and that's workable. That is workable because I've got funds set aside for car stuff, because it's such a big deal, you
Right.
know. I made sure to do that. And the tires that I would need, also, they're tires. They're not, and this ain't no Italian Fiat bullshit car. This is a regular little daily driver. So it's going to be very workable. I'm going to make the logos on the grill myself. And yeah, Elmo plastic panel, maybe. Yeah, I might do a plastic panel later, but I got to get that manufactured. I got to get that fabricated. And I do know people with large format printers that could get done, but I'm going to stick to just paint for now.
Well,
And hmm,
be sure when you do it to think about when you paint this thing to put your shadowing on it so that it looks as real as you can make it. You're creative enough,
oh
by
yeah,
far
I
and
know.
away
I
enough.
paint. I paint. I got this. You've seen me. Well, I don't know if you've seen pictures of my armor. I painted that. I could do this.
Yeah, yeah. I remember. Yes.
Yeah, I've done all these
Yeah,
action figures, and
yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna make it happen because why not?
Well,
I thought that
painting
I'd be,
painting
huh?
flat is a little bit different than painting a figure. Okay, and I
Very
know it is. Uh, Flat painting for me is much more difficult than painting a figure. You know, The-
yeah. It has a
I'll
different
sit and
method,
stare at a figure for a long time before I pick up a paintbrush. I've already done it here,
right?
you know, and
It's definitely a different method, but I'll
yeah,
make it happen. It's not going to
yeah.
be. This is
Draw it out first, obviously,
right.
and I don't mean get a huge piece of paper to draw it on, but the shadowing and everything that you want to see
Right,
on
to
your
fade in and fade
on your
out.
car. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I've got a very clear idea of how I'm going to do it, and it's going to look redneck for a little while, of course, but that's okay. That's how we get
It
from.
looks redneck now. You don't gotta wait.
we're going to go
It'll
from
be fine.
we're going to go from Mad Max all the way, and we're going to end up in Razor's Edge, right? We're going to
Uh
go
Uh-huh.
huh.
from Mad Max to what? I'm trying to think of that movie, Minority Report.
Uh
That's
huh.
where we're going to go. We're going from Mad Max to Minority Report cars. Hopefully, everybody gets those references.
Uh-huh.
Mad Max,
I
I see Minority Report. I have to look at the car real quick.
okay. Well, they're very slick and very swoopy, and I
Ah,
like them.
nice.
Yeah, you see them now?
Huh.
Are you seeing
Yeah,
pictures? Yeah.
yeah.
You know what? Let me see if I can. Hold
Samo, I am surprised you heard that.
Hmm.
And then again, I'm not surprised at all. I'm referring to Samo said that one day he heard I am so tired. Sam. And I was like, I thought that, because I was thinking about Samo and how much I missed the show.
Hmm. I'm looking for the comment. You must be scrolling back.
It's way back. It's way back. And Frank is a hero. He
Yeah,
really
I did see
is.
that one.
Uh,
Well, a
he's my
question.
hero for sure. Yes. Well, I can't see it.
Are
Would
you
you?
gonna write a book?
Gee, I've been thinking about it. Um, I've written other things, and we're very well received. Um, I used to write for Bella Spree magazine. I think that's still available, but I haven't written anything recently. And this has all the earmarks of a really good book, I think. And I had considered it, and I said, well, I'm just going to wait for a sign, and I think I just got it.
I think you are right. I think you got it.
I don't know what all should be in it though. Should it be the experience of being in a coma for that length of time and some of the wild things that I saw, or if it should be more factual? Because, like I said, I can remember memories that didn't happen. You know, they're memories of a life that didn't happen. How about that one?
I feel you. Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I know
Well,
you do. I know you.
yeah.
They
Oh,
didn't know if I
but
would come back to
you're the
myself.
record holder, Lynn. You are definitely the record holder.
Too
You've
much.
you spent the most time on the other side of all of us. Like I gaze
I
and
keep
I
getting
watch.
kicked back out. What do you mean? This is the record. You know.
Yeah, but you found a way. I spent like 2 weeks there. I had pneumonia as a kid, as a teenager,
Yeah.
and I spent like 2 weeks there in that place where you're like flying or floating or swimming or drowning or you don't know where the heck you are.
You're in limbo. That's
And,
limbo. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. You're in between worlds.
and
And it can be quite frightening. And I do want to say this about that. Um, at one point, I really felt like going completely out of my mind and just screaming to high heavens, you know, because there was nothing but that black cat and that angel behind me. And at one point, I looked at that angel. I said, should I be afraid of you? You know, I wanted to know, how are we standing with each other,
yeah.
And he started to laugh. He goes, "You be afraid of me? You're kidding, you know."
Uh-huh.
Then that's all he said to me.
Yeah.
He goes, "I'm here to make sure that nothing bothers you." And I was like, "Hey, rock on," you know. I said, this is just this side of madness. And he's like, just be patient. And and that's really all he said to me. And I said, okay. So I sat there, and I'm not one to just sit there and do nothing. It's really hard on a person. And I said, well, I may be in limbo, but that doesn't mean I'm not heard. So I started praying, you know, and I said, Lord, I know that I'm in between, and I know you put me here for a reason. If only just to experience it. And I appreciate the experience, but I don't deserve this place, and I need to either get home to you or get home to Frank, one or the other, because this is doing me no good at all. My nerves are fraying, and like I said, the next thing I know, I'm looking at I'm holding and looking at Sarah Bear, and Sarah Bear is a pink bear, that Sarah and Tim sent me when they found out I never had a teddy bear as a child. So I ended up with teddy bear, and it's very soft and it's very mushy, you know.
Hmm.
But I had it in my hands, and Frank was trying to encourage me to come out of that coma, and had been for weeks. And but when you feel like everything is lost now, it's over, it's done, there's nothing left but the crying.
Yeah.
Um, Hang on for that little bit longer and start praying. You know, just you might deserve every damn bit of it. You might, or you might deserve none of it. But just depend on God to say, listen, hey, I want to be with you. It's all I want. You know, and I put that out there. I either want to go home with you or I need to go home to Frank. And Frank needs me more than you do right now. That's my opinion, Lord. Do with it as you will.
Yep.
And I just sat there and waited. And like I said, the next thing I knew, I was with Frank.
Boom.
Maybe that's all he was waiting for, me to make the decision. But it was not easy. No part of this was easy. Oh, for God's sake, don't wish something like this on yourself. you you
No.
don't need it. Nobody needs this.
Nah, Tim said it. You're the record holder now. You've got more experience on the other side than any one of us. Any experience I got, I can't recall.
Yeah.
I don't
Um,
know if it happened or not.
the plasticity erases as it heals, and over time it diminishes, and you.
It can. It never has for me. I've been gone a couple of times. I died during childbirth and
Yeah.
came right back. There wasn't a long period of time. And I don't do well with anesthesia. It kills me.
Yeah.
Literally it kills me. And I have been on the other side several times and always seen my loved ones, people that hurt me to lose, and seen them again and held them.
Yeah.
But it is not something that I've lost sight of at all. But particularly when I'm feeling very down, and I have depression moments too. He's Frank is not a jealous God. Scream, come on.
He said Frank is not a jealous guy, just a little needy, according to him.
I would not call Frank a god, but I would say he's my best friend on the face of the earth.
Well, Lynn, let's not forget what Ghostbusters said. If someone asks you if you're a god, you say
Then
yes.
yes. Yeah.
And in fairness, Scream did use the lowercase version of God, which
Yeah,
could
I
be.
know. I know. I was teasing Scream. I know what Scream means. I do. You know, there's a really a big problem with texting. It does not convey feelings. It does not.
Right.
There's no facial
Mhm.
uh, recognition to say, "Oh, this person is kidding with me," or if they're not. And you know, I think a lot of times if I'm not sure about stuff, I just simply won't answer. And that's the safest route you can go. Just
Mhm.
don't say anything. Who you gonna call? We gonna call Frank. I'll tell you, a lot of people call Frank. You would be surprised. I'll tell you, he may not be a god, but he sure is a tech romancer.
Right.
Okay. He could bring dead technology back to life. You know,
Right.
I've
Aussie
seen him
is
do it.
reminding us with that flashing green light that I still haven't installed yet. Please like, share, and subscribe if you hear your quantum. I'm going
Yes.
to leave that message up because we're at the hour mark and I am out of coffee. I'm
Well,
gonna
let's get
go.
coffee.
I'm
Come
gonna
on.
walk over
Yeah.
and get some
I
more.
can't drink coffee now. It doesn't taste good to me.
Really? We'll have to
It
talk.
changed. No
Hold
coffee.
on. Hold on to that. You know what? Let's explore that when we come back from the coffee break. I don't have a commercial.
God is such an interesting word because there's like, it's like the F word. There's God, God,
God.
God,
And
God,
then, holy
God.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Right?
Right, right. There's different ways of saying that word, and not all of them are in a pew.
That's true. Give me just a second. I have to speak to Frank.
Go ahead. Hey, Joe.
So, anyway, we've done a lot of things here, to make things a little bit less hectic. And we're doing, just a little bit of renovation, not a lot, because, well, I'm just not up for it. And we're just doing our thing. So, with much of what you've been through, you walk between worlds quite a bit.
Yeah, I've had some experiences too. I've been hit in the head. I've been physically abused as a child. Um, um,
Yeah.
I've run the gamut of human experiences. I feel. Uh, Let me do this real quick. There we go.
Uh-huh.
All right, and yeah, so it's left me where I'm like kind of like I'm always gazing at the other side, but I'm not on the other side. Obviously,
No, no, it's sort of like having a little window off to the side, and
right,
you can see that, but it's not part of your bigger game picture while you're here.
right, right. Where
No.
you seem like the type of telepath that is very very involved with the other side in a way that I'm not. Where I'm like
I have
I see
deep,
more.
deep beliefs. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
um, I won't allow anyone to tamper with those,
right,
no matter who or what they think they are. And I know what I know, and there really is no need for me to worry about anything else. It uh, I think having had those experiences early on in life helped to shape some of those beliefs. They're not just beliefs. There's I know that I know, and anything else really doesn't matter to me. And I know you're a lot like that yourself. You know what you've seen, you know what you've done, and no
right,
one needs to try to talk you out of it.
right. It's about coming back to this place.
Yeah.
I don't know what this place is, but a compass point. Where everything that was is back behind you, but everything that is on that compass point, and
And that
that
compass point is where you're headed.
right.
You're sure.
That's life for For me,
Yeah,
for me,
it's
it's
very
like,
much that way myself. Um, I've always said that I don't have any quarrel with Jesus, right?
yeah, I don't have a
It's good
quarrel
that
with
I
him either.
don't because I saw him too.
Uh,
So
he's actually fun.
he's
He's
cool.
fun.
He's cool.
He's fun. Not as
He,
fun as Buddha, but don't tell him that. He might get hurt
Buddha was
feelings.
there as
You know,
well, and some of the rest of them too.
I
You
I
know?
think I think they're all archetypes. I think they all exist. Anything that humans have believed
Yeah,
in that etheric realm, that we're still going to see them, feel them, their presence. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
um, they don't go away just because we believe them away or believe in them. You
yeah.
know,
No, they don't. And I think a lot of it, if you're brought up to believe in Buddha, that's very much ingrained in the back of your mind that that's something to stay with. And okay, yeah, all
have a
right.
good night, Dorothy.
Love you,
Talk to you
sweetie.
later. I will be back in touch, and I will get y'all talking.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Tim and I were talking about your belief factors either get stronger or they change during an, a situation like what I just went through, and mine have done nothing but got stronger.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
It's I have a wider understanding, and that happens every time I've been on that side. Where there's more there to grasp and understand. But it's like I was saying. I have no quarrel with other people's religion. I don't have any quarrel with mine either. I see things quite clearly from both sides, and religion is there for us to have a compass, so that when
yeah,
we are faced with these things, in our belief system more than religion, really.
Right.
Religion is a practice of ritual, where spirituality is having already been to hell and come back from it. It really is like that. Getting into some of the deeper stuff, uh, if you're strongly grounded in what you believe before something like this happens, it tends to keep on solidifying. It's not it's not
yeah,
all over the place at all.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're very liquid in your or flowing in your beliefs, where you just grasp everything, then that too will manifest itself. You know, it the free will thing is very much a real thing in on the other side.
yeah,
We're not given a a big thou shalt not. We don't follow any of it now as it is. And I say that because if you look at the books of law in the early parts of the Bible, we don't follow anything like that.
no,
Right.
We've outgrown it.
yeah,
So all of these things are evolving and changing even as we speak for each one of us, not just as a whole, but individually.
yeah,
So as far
Yeah.
as coffee goes, I got a cup of coffee first thing out the chute. When I finally could get something to eat,
Mm-hmm.
I got a cup of coffee. So I wanted coffee. Yuck!
mm,
It
Really?
was awful. So I thought, well, okay, this coffee is not good. I'll go home and I'll have a cup. And then I can control this thing. No,
Ooh,
it's
So your
bitter, and
perception is
it
changed.
is.
my
It-
taste has changed.
yes.
Um, I looked forward to having a nice rare steak.
Ooh.
I loved it. It was great. I would have 10 of those today, but
Mm,
I loved it. I like rare steak. I think, but the broccoli, I would sooner gouge my own eyes out. I don't want anything to do with broccoli. Brussels sprouts, yes, but not broccoli. It
Samo,
tastes awful to me.
Samo, I'll work on it, bro.
You need
I
to
know what
straw
you're
me.
referring
Okay.
to. Sorry,
Okay. Yeah.
sorry.
You know, you realize that carafe, that coffee carafe, just doctor it up like you would a cup and just drink it. Nobody's gonna fault you here.
Right. Oh no, he's talking about the sound. I didn't mute myself, but I think
Oh,
that's how it comes across.
I
Sam, I don't
see.
know if it's what you meant, but yeah, I don't
I
want that to
I
happen
didn't
here.
hear you, so
Okay.
it must not have been too awful.
I was trying to
But
keep it as good as possible because it's
but
gross.
yeah, we have gone back and forth, with different things now. I didn't like ice cream. I live on ice cream. I love ice cream. So I have gone back to vanilla. Chocolate is okay in small amounts, but
that's
I
what I was
don't
gonna
want a
ask.
lot of it.
I was wondering, well, in that case, what about dark chocolate?
I think dark chocolate tastes sweet.
Okay, but it's different now, right?
It is. It's sweeter to me than it used to be. It used to be very bitter. Now it tastes sweet to me.
Nice.
Interesting.
Yeah. Of course, the amount I can eat now is very different than I could. I've lost 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm trying to put some of that back. Not
Hmm.
very much, I admit it. But
Right. Well,
I was told never go on a diet again, ever. So I have to mind what I eat, you know, day to day, which is all right. I get full on a half a cup of mashed potatoes, a quarter cup of vegetables, and maybe 2 or 3 ounces of meat. I'm full. My stomach shrank.
mm,
That's a lot of it. Um, but the taste thing is really different. I don't like French fries now, and I used to love them. Uh, Fried food, not so much. Don't really care for it now. Um, it just really depends. I mean, I don't have a lot of different things to think about with it.
well, let me
But
ask you, Lynn.
uh-huh.
Do other senses do things smell differently?
Yeah, yeah. Um, I like my husband's cologne better
Nice.
than I did before.
Do you have a flower or something handy that you can smell? Just Frank bring one real quick? This is
A
live
flower.
experimentation,
No, they're really. I was outside looking at the sage earlier.
right?
No, sage is in bloom. We're in the middle of monsoon here, and the sage has always given me trouble, uh, allergy wise. Nothing, not bothered me at all. And
Wow.
the uh, the smell is beautiful. Where before I didn't like the smell of sage.
Well, do you have
Grass
anything
smells
around
good.
you? Do you have anything around you now that is a little bit on the pungent side that you can smell like an herb. Do you have oregano?
Oh, I
Some
I
oregano
was
or
helping cook earlier, for some Alfredo, and
yes.
Frank took out the Alfredo, and I said, or the oregano, and I said, no,
So
I
you
don't
don't
like that at all. You
oregano.
know,
Okay,
it's
so it's
Italian,
too much.
too much. Basil was fine. I like basil.
Basil,
Puts me
that's
in mind
another
of
good
fresh
one.
grass.
Too bad cilantro. Do you have cilantro?
Cilantro tastes like soap.
Did it taste like soap before?
It did. It
Okay,
did.
well,
It
Then
still
it's
does.
genetic. It's genetic.
It still
that
does.
that one is. But I'm
Yeah.
thinking, Lynn, I'm listening to
Lemon
what you're
smells
saying.
better to me now than it did.
Who?
Lemon. I like the
Yeah.
taste of lemon better.
Okay, I am picking up what you're putting down, and it sounds like you have been uh, different parts of your senses perception has
Rewired.
been reset to factory settings.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
I mean, that's the way I would put it, because a
Yeah,
lot of that stuff that you're describing happens developmentally.
yeah.
You know,
The smell
the
of things have changed a great deal.
right, the smell of things, the taste of things, the perception of things. Tell me about, you know what?
I don't like the smell of alcohol now.
Okay,
Before, I liked
right.
it a great deal, enough to
We've
drink it.
developed, you know
Yeah,
what? I don't mind the smell of alcohol, but I have developed a thing for it. Coffee, how they say it's an acquired taste, you lost that acquisition.
yeah,
You've been reset. Kids don't like coffee typically because it's not sweet. It's bitter,
It's bitter.
just like
yeah,
what you're explaining.
yeah.
Let
Well, I
me do
started
something
drinking
here.
coffee when I was 4, so I had a
Okay,
good long time with it.
tell me
Um,
what you see,
I
Lynn.
forgot how to. I forgot that I chewed my nails, so my nails are perfectly good now. I used to chew them.
Well,
I'm not even
again,
interested in it now.
developmental,
You
developmental.
know, but things change. Um, yeah, my brain was rewired. Spinal meningitis is one of the worst brain fevers a person can have. Uh, Chances of coming out of it normal or at least close to it are not good.
Right,
Living from it's not good. So,
Lynn.
especially I'm 70 now. I just celebrated my birthday, and
Yep.
I am officially old person.
Mm, not anymore. You've got your reset settings back.
I
Tell
did.
me what you see, Lynn, please.
What I see,
Wait for it. What do you see there?
uh, I see light blue, dark blue.
Okay.
No, let me finish. It's shimmering, and that's what I see. That's all I see.
Okay. Okay.
Both eyes.
Does it seem different to you now?
The blue,
Yeah.
uh, the blue strikes me as being on a black background.
Well, it is. It is on a black background.
Okay.
That's
Well,
that's
I
a
mean,
picture.
the actual picture is on a black background because I see the black pixels in there too.
Oh.
I see white pixels as well.
See, you know what? Your perception is different.
I wouldn't
It's
be
been
surprised.
reset because oh man, you okay.
I see the tiny pixels.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
You're sitting I see you're sitting in your chair, right?
Yes.
Do you have your it has arms on it?
Yes.
Like
hmm
feel the arm just slowly and tell me how it feels. Just like
Um,
just like that.
I've this particular chair is not velvet. It is like a canvas, and I could feel all the little bumps in the canvas. The 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 seaming, everything. I mean, just even without deliberately looking at it, deliberately feeling it.
Oh
I
wow.
feel all of that.
The conditioning is gone.
Yeah,
All of
I'm
your
not just sitting in a
adaptation.
chair. I'm
Yeah.
sitting in a holder that I have interest in, you
Right.
know.
What I'm getting at is we have okay. This is where need I say this is where it gets weird.
It gets
Okay.
quantum. It gets quantum.
It's
Yeah,
Right.
weird. It's scary.
I
It's
think I
odd.
have
Let's move on. Huh?
the I do have something of a factory reset, although my left eye is much worse than it was. Seeing out of the left side is not what it was.
Right.
I think the cataract in there has gotten a little bit thicker.
Whoops.
Did
So,
they did they use any type of stem cell medicine on you
no,
when they? No.
no,
Hmm.
Good question.
no.
Well,
I had some steroids and
yeah.
a lot of antibiotics, a lot.
Wow. It's just interesting. I mean, because spinal meningitis, it's a bacterial attack on your spine.
Right.
So, you know, it
They tried to do a spinal tap, and that went badly, from what I understand.
mm,
And they did have to send me to a different hospital because there
mhm,
was no hematologist here in town. And so I went to one in El Paso. That was part of the airlift thing.
mhm.
And they came out with the diagnosis of spinal meningitis because they could not figure out here what was going on. Because my brain just sent me into an absolute frenzy.
Well,
I was fighting shadows, and I mean hard fighting.
Mm.
Killboy has a question. Did you take any GLP-1s? Frank
No,
may know that one.
no,
No,
no GLP-1s. I know
no
what you're talking
GLP-1s.
about.
I take
It's
Ozempic.
it's an Ozempic. Yeah.
Oh,
No, I didn't
Ozempic,
take any of that
Trulicity.
before either. None. I
okay.
had none of that. They do not know where I picked up spinal meningitis. They have no idea. I could have had it in my system for 50 years. It was
Yeah.
dormant until uh, I had my white blood cell count absolutely dropped out the bottom. I went from like, oh gee, I don't remember the length and breadth of it, but I went down to a 20 count of white blood cells, which is beyond way low. It's catastrophic, and the bottom fell out of my blood, basically, and they have no idea where I might have picked up spinal meningitis. Well, my God, I was in nursing for how many years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
I
could have
was a
been.
caregiver for many more,
Yeah.
you
It could have
know,
been dormant for, like you said, 50 years.
50 years
Killboy is saying eat
easily.
carrots.
Eat carrots.
Mm.
Eye vision, that has been proven to be false.
How?
I,
Okay. Well,
yeah,
how have you had carrots since you've been
I
back?
have actually. I really like carrots. I
Did
like
you like
carrots now
carrots
better than
before?
I did. I liked carrots somewhat before. I don't like raw vegetables now. I can't hardly eat them.
Right.
I can't make myself eat them, which is probably in my best interest because of the lettuce thing going on.
Oh
But
God. Yeah. So gross. So gross.
it, I like carrots. I'm very fond of carrots, candied carrots. Brown sugar and butter.
Oh, wait till
Yeah,
you
I
get
love
back to
those.
roasted.
I haven't had any sweet potato
Oh
yet,
boy,
but I'm
you're
thinking
in
it's
for a
probably
treat.
very, very similar.
Yeah, you're in for a treat because
I
when I
don't
was
like turkey, and I used to love turkey.
yeah, you know what? I'm able to compare this to what was going on when I was a little kid because I had a head trauma, right?
Uh-huh.
I didn't. It's very similar. Okay, very. After my head trauma, I started really liking broccoli. Okay,
Yeah.
and roasted carrots.
Uh-huh.
Before it was, I didn't like any of it, but then I
I
really
I
started
like
liking it.
Frank made carrots in a roast to see if I still could eat beef, you know. And the cafeteria at the physical therapy, I would give them points. They tried,
Mm.
and they were very trying too. Okay, it was pretty awful. Everything had red pepper in it. And yeah, well, you look at where we're in the desert Southwest, you know.
Right.
Everything had pepper and peppers and hot as the dickens. I like chili and still like chili. Uh, but jalapenos are not my best thing, you know. But turkey. I guess maybe it's how it was made. I don't like turkey. How they made it.
You know what? You get. Oh man, this is so cool, Lynn.
I like chicken. I'm good with chicken.
Hey, you've got a whole everything that you knew
Everything's
consciously
brand new. Yeah,
brand new. That is
yeah.
so freaking cool. Okay, I mean, I'm looking at it through what you're saying, and I get it because I had that head injury, but I was 4. That was a long time ago for me. Okay,
Yeah.
and I
Well,
remember things
I
being
think
new.
one of the things that really struck me about this particular situation, uh, I've lost people out of it, people I don't know anymore. Um,
You know what? It sounds like.
I called my sisters, and one sister said, "Well, have you spoken to Betsy yet?" And I said, "Betsy? Who is Betsy?" She was, "It's our sister." I don't remember Betsy at all.
Well, you've got some relearning to do, some new.
No,
Yeah.
no, not with that one. No.
Oh,
Uh,
Oh,
Frank
you think this is a
explained to me
quantum thing?
everything that gave me grief is no longer in my head. When
Oh,
I
okay.
say grief, I'm talking about deep, unrelenting grief.
right.
And
Oh,
it's gone. It's absolutely gone. I don't have even being called back up with certain memories of things. I don't have any feeling about it. There's nothing there. It's like it never happened.
This is
So I
almost
think
like
that's the
an
gift. That was
yeah.
part of the
It's
gift.
almost like you know those movies where people get amnesia.
Yeah.
Those it's very very rare,
Yeah, I
and
know
I
it
see
is.
the gift.
That's I remember other things. I remember my social security number. I remember how to do math. I remember science that I know. Remembered all of the physical training I've had, you know, and I've gone through it with John, and John says, "Yeah, it's all there."
You know what? This is so
And
cool.
but the things that hurt me the worst are no longer in my memory.
they're always the first memory banks we dump when we need to do a
Apparently,
psychic, when you
yeah.
have to do a psychic surgery on yourself or something else does a psychic
I don't
surgery.
think I did a surgery on me. I wasn't thinking like that. I
I
think I just
bet
had just lost it.
you, Lynn, here and now,
Uh
are
huh.
not your higher self. You're an extension of your higher self.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
willing to
you.
bet your higher self said, "Here's what I'm gonna do: chop,
Chop.
trim. Here
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's all you need. Go for it."
Yeah. But anything that wasn't
Or
necessary is gone.
right, or a guide, but this just is screaming higher self at me.
Does, doesn't
Yeah.
it? It
It would have to
it's
be because
okay. It's
it
okay.
It would have to be your higher self because anything else violates your free will.
Yeah,
So,
I think you're right.
And
Um,
you, Earth Lynn, doesn't get to recall higher self Lynn because it won't fit. I mean, that's my understanding of it. Higher self, we all have a higher self, and
right,
all of
right.
it won't fit in here, but
Not
some
with
of it
everything
will.
else that's in there now.
Yeah, but some of it will. So that's what we
Well,
use. The
some
you
of it
know,
will, but it
gosh,
gets
Frank and
distorted.
I talked about some of the stuff that's missing, and I have a slight recollection of things in like a shadow, like it happened to somebody else.
right. I
But it's
understand that.
slight. It's not. It's not. It's not clear. Not like it
Yeah,
was.
it's not oppressing you anymore.
Right.
Before, I bet what you're describing sounds like you removed all the things that were hurting you, your past traumas
Yeah.
that were holding you back. Like we all have them, but that is wow, Lynn. That's freaking awesome.
I think it is. Um, I, I know before I got sick, I was troubled, troubled by a lot of things. Not just by the state of the world today, but things on a personal level. I'm not troubled by them now.
Yeah.
I think that's,
I'm
and that can
tracking.
be a, a byproduct of having been to the other side.
I am totally
Because
tracking.
nothing else matters now.
I'm tracking. I'm totally tracking. That's awesome, Lynn. Yeah, write that fucking book. Let me tell you,
Right.
it is
Well,
time.
we've been motivational speakers here for all of us. Raven, you, Tim, all of us have a certain gift for encouraging others. And yeah, it's probably time to write that because I've got a lot to say about it.
Good.
Wow.
And I've written down some of those things just so I don't lose track of them.
Right, because it's easy
Like
to lose
that.
track. Diane's got to go. Good night, Diane.
Night, Diane. It was good to see you. It
Okay. Yeah, thanks,
it
Killboy.
it has changed. It's changed so much. Hurry up, hurry
Yeah,
up.
hurry up. Publish
What
that
is you
book. Okay,
part?
we're
Did
getting
you
with it.
live with her or what?
She just got back. She just got back to the show. Give it a minute.
You terrible. Hurry up. Come on. The uh changing everything is not all that uncommon in a sickness like this. If you survive it, that's a biggie right there, surviving it.
Yes.
But I feel different than I did before. I don't have a sense of really even getting older. Because
Right.
I don't feel older, not at all,
Yeah,
other
those.
than trying to make it across the floor. You know.
I did that when I was 1.
Yeah. Well, I learned how to walk at about a year.
Yeah.
And I'm not,
So
and I'm revisiting that
here
now,
you go,
Tarzanning
and
across the room.
you
You
got
know.
more stuff. And welcome to the Quantum Show Boondock. I read that as Boondock Mojo Motorcycle. That's how
Yeah,
I read it. It doesn't say that.
it's Corey Cole.
Corey. Boondock
Yeah.
Mojo Corey Cole Motorcycle. What's up, man? Thanks for coming to the Quantum Show.
Quantum show. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Boondock has been here before. I'm a
Yeah.
subscriber.
Yes.
Oh well,
Yeah.
I'm glad I I've slept. So I don't
I know
I'm not gonna
that
say I went to the
feeling.
other side and came back. I've been busy. I've been coming to I've been going and doing stuff. I've been stuck in Muggle land, so a lot of this stuff just escapes me sometimes. It's not personal, y'all. I'm like, what?
You know what
Trying
I
to deal with all
really
these.
found hard? Resting up from resting. That is hard. You
Yeah.
know?
Like sometimes Sundays be strenuous, and you wish Monday was off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you'd be asleep for 4 weeks. You know?
Yeah, right.
You get up and say, hey, wait a minute, my body's not working.
Yeah. Okay, Lynn, since you've been back, I know you've been paying attention again since you've been out and been home, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen? I'm not okay. What about this disclosure stuff? What do you think of this stuff? You
It's
got
all
Doc,
smoke and mirrors.
yeah, Dr. Phil, okay,
I don't know
and
anything about Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil has taken up the mantle of the lead spokesperson for ufology. Believe it or not, they asked
Dr. Phil?
Dr.
Yeah,
Phil.
Oh,
but
God, I was
it's
out
like,
for a while one night.
oh yeah, but you got to get this. Dr. Phil is like right wing,
Yeah, he
freaking.
is. He's very conservative.
He's he's like it's like Trump government's alien point of view spinoff from Dr. Phil.
Wonder how much they're paying him. Anyway,
Lot.
I'm sorry. That's very, very skeptical of me.
Hey,
People, in my opinion, only my opinion, don't change. They are what they are. And if they're a good person, they remain a good person, regardless of their politics. If they're a bad person, they're only made worse
yeah,
by politics.
yeah. I'm not even
I
talking
don't
about the
care which
political
side you're
side
talking
stuff.
about.
I'm talking
But
about the fact that they brought Dr. Phil up as a pop culture icon to start talking to people.
I would believe Geraldo Rivera ahead of Dr. Phil. Okay?
Yeah, but that's
Seriously.
exactly what they're doing. Nathan's saying that this is psyop here.
Yeah,
Boy, is
Dr.
it.
Phil is totally psyop. I mean, it's not even good psyop. It's totally obvious that Dr. Phil is the government trolling us about UFOs.
yeah. Killboy, he wishes he was another Alex Jones. Alex Jones is about as crazy as you can get. Dr. Phil is watered down compared to Alex Jones, and
I don't I don't keep track of it these days. I have very little patience for it.
I got you. I
It
completely agree.
it's me spending time screaming at the TV is completely unnecessary.
Oh yeah,
You
that.
know,
But
and I will. You know,
yeah, well, by the way, Lou Elizondo is out. He's trying to do his own thing now, but he's out. Lou
out of what
Elizondo
though?
out of ufology, right? He's
Right,
he's
got it. I
gone.
remember Lou Alice, blah, blah,
That guy.
that guy.
He's
And I
gone.
remember talking
They,
about him,
yeah, they let him
and
go. He's done. And now
yeah,
they brought in
he
Dr.
is.
Phil.
He's
And Franco. Don't forget about
Oh,
that.
psychically. I will tell
Alex
you, he will
Franco.
try for a long time to get back into the limelight. He will fail miserably.
Yeah, he is trying, but
Yeah, but
there's
it won't matter.
no. He's not in charge of it.
Right.
Our government is directing narratives, and it's still all.
SNX Radio. Hi.
What's up, SNX Radio? What's up?
Glad to see you here.
Yeah,
And
another quantum one
Uh,
stopping in.
I will say psychically, Lou Elizondo is finished.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
He was finished before he got kicked out. Um, trying to think of anybody else that I can think of in pop culture. Um, we're going to see some terrific collapses later in this year.
Oh yeah, this is
Regardless of who you're voting for,
yeah, and
you're just going to
it
see
doesn't even.
collapse after collapse.
Yeah, when I say disclosure is personal, I mean it, and
Yeah.
this is what I'm talking about. That okay, Now, the muggles, the blue pill, well, not the blue pill, but the muggle side of stuff is really catching up because they're trying to
Yeah,
bring in some really uh, control aspects to society.
sure they are.
I started
They're
talking about
going
it.
they're going to do that.
Yeah. From
We're going to see that more in our media, but we're also going to see it in our personal freedoms.
yeah.
We're already seeing it.
Oh, it's been going
Uh,
on for years. I listed off.
whispering a conversation in a public place now. Be careful of it.
Yeah, I got 3 AIs listening to me right now. Right, buddies?
Precisely.
Right, y'all?
We were talking about someone that we know that had a stroke. Okay. Suddenly, my computer is loaded with things to with stroke therapies, stroke
Yeah.
pills, you name it, it's in there. And I'm like, you nosy son of a bitch. You know, that's how I felt about it.
Yeah.
But it's gotten to a place now where they're using different methodologies and they're exploring through AI and some of the rest of it,
Yeah, AI
you
is
know,
directing a lot of this
how
stuff.
to stay honest. And
Yeah.
I
And
had my doubts ahead of all this. I don't have them now. Um, a lot of my thought processes about what's happening right now have changed. Um, I think it's a damn fine idea to have a store of food in your house
yeah.
at this point.
Oh, yeah,
And don't
always.
Yeah.
forget water. In fact, make
Right.
water a priority.
I got one of them life straw bottles that I can
Yeah,
take and filter.
yeah.
Um
Things like that will be
uh,
helpful.
I urge everyone to go see the Jeremy Corbell video on the basement from Y Files, the basement. Very telling. Very telling. You will see a side of him that you haven't seen before. If you want to watch something, go see the basement from the Y Files with Jeremy Corbell. Yes, there's a lot of BS. What's been presented in mainstream, but there's a whole side of Jeremy Corbell that no
Yeah.
one realizes is there.
Well,
I
I've
watched it.
never. Oh, I'm sorry, I
uh,
interrupted you.
That's what I watched it, and I have only seen the bits and pieces that the narrative has been pushing forth. This is pure Jeremy, okay? And he's not. He's been played just like everybody else.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the rest of us.
He has been played. He has been chapterized, picked apart. They say this, and they take it out of context and put it in there, right? I have a newfound respect for Jeremy now that I've seen that interview when it's true Jeremy. Now that he's not in the center of attention anymore, he was free to do something like that. That one-on-one interview. And normally okay, I believe it's in the description, but I'm not sure, honestly. Um is Y-Files down there? Probably not. I'm looking in what I put up. Nope. Well, everybody knows what the Y-Files are. So there's that. And Killboy, I did not. There we had meteor showers lately, but I've been
we're still
overcast.
we're still coming into meteor showers too, though.
Okay,
August
well,
is a big month for them.
hopefully I'll get to see some. I'm overcast right now.
Yeah, we've been
So
raining here, you know, back and forth. Had beautiful days, really hot, and well, at one point we got to 107 here. I think it was probably a little hotter in El Paso, but
yeah, our heat index here, where they
UV's
say,
been at 11.
oh wow, they yeah, we had I asked AI the other night, what is the relative humidity right now? 98%. I was like, oh my god, I'm on freaking I'm on Yoda's planet. This
Yeah,
is
it's a jungle out there.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in Vietnam. What the hell? I'm gonna see little green guy pop his head out of the creek.
Well, years and years ago, my uncle Marin, when he was still alive, was in Oregon, which is just east of here, and he said he was looking at the stars, and suddenly a shape moved over the entire sky. Not little bit at a time, just boom, there, as he was watching. And I was like, what do you think it was? He goes, Lynn, it was a spacecraft. I'm like, wow. I said, were there any lights on it? He goes, nothing to see. He goes, what they did was use a reflection to make the craft disappear, except that
Oh.
I knew what I was looking at and saw the reflection. I'm like, whoa. Now, we have very high mountains here, uh, just to the east of us, and the Franklins are below the Oregon Mountains. And I'm like, for it to completely cover the sky, it had to be flippin' huge. It wouldn't just be over his house, is what I'm trying to say. It would
Right.
have had to cover the entire valley because that's how he was looking. It's like, and Marin was very much a scientist. If he couldn't state it properly, he wouldn't talk about it at all. So, and this is Frank's uncle,
Hmm.
and if you knew the man, you'd understand what I'm saying. Uh, CA would see UFOs regularly as well. That's my uncle Claude, and it, Frank's grandfather would sit and talk with them. They would come to him because they were looking for ideas and
Hmm.
giving him ideas too. So, and Frank's grandfather was a very, very intelligent man. So, I don't need disclosure. I've seen him myself.
Right. We have
You
had
know,
disclosure already.
yeah, we've had disclosure.
Us here, we've had
You know,
disclosure. A lot of the people in the chat, they've had disclosure.
believe, don't believe, that's up to you. But as far as them being for real, oh yeah, they've been around for some time, and they are mingling in the populace. Are they eating people? I really rather doubt it. I think we're too stringy for them. But
I think there's isolated outliers among every species that do that, including our own.
Yeah. There was a story I just had come up lately about, I forget his name. Y Files covered it and Casper Site covered it. The guy was out hunting elk and he thought he saw one from a few like 100 yards away or something.
right,
So he took aim and shot, and the gun just made a small popping noise, and the bullet, he said, slid out of the barrel and just went into the ground.
just dropped.
Yeah, that's what he said. Now, this is a bigger story, right? He said that a being came around and he looked like he had big square teeth, right? He didn't have like dragon teeth or lizard teeth. He had square teeth like our molars, okay, all the way around.
That's
And
a
when he spoke, he was of a build. He was about 6'2", if I remember right,
uh
about
huh.
his height. This guy's height, right? He's about 6'2". He had green skin, little antenna among. Uh, if anybody recognizes this story, please come and tell me, right? Yeah, but it hit an invisible wall.
Uh huh.
right?
Yeah, force field
Square
around
block
him.
teeth. Okay, and the visual representation was he had deep set, deep set eyes, but he didn't look like a little gray. He wasn't a little gray. Okay, he was about 6'2".
Doesn't sound like one.
No, spikes for hair, yellow hair, spikes. But it wasn't like hair. It was more like sensor things, okay? Like a fish, like a freaking uh
Puff.
lobster, okay?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
little
The
like a
little
lobster.
spiky things.
Right. Like a lobster and two antenna. And he talked to him like this. And he gave him a pill, like a little pack of a blister pack, right? Who is that? Who Samo? Yeah, that's the link. I watched that too. Who is that? Who presented that in this particular link? Was that Wi Files or was that what? Right. I will, Samo. Uh, but is that Wi Files or who presented this particular one? You could tell me when you hear this. There's a delay here. And yep, Y files. Yeah, Y files. So that was the Y files link. Link will be there, right? Yeah, that was yesterday. I watched it yesterday too. And this guy reported that he said, "Would you like to come with me?" And it was like he was in a daze. He never did anything weird. He was just a muggle, right? But he just the suggestion was there. He goes, "Yeah, I'll go with you." So he went up and he said that he was in a shape, not a ship, but just in some kind of a shape. And he was taken, and the guy just stared at him for several minutes. And he says, "You're not what we want," or I'm remembering this. "You're not what we're looking for. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take you back." And he had taken the elk. They had taken the elk, right?
Uh huh.
And now what was surmised from that, right? A C through Q.
See,
What
we
was
don't know their
surmised
meaning, their
was,
reasoning.
speaking of people being stringy, right, to eat, he said that they were being taken back for breeding for food source. Now, that is extrapolation, right? That
Did he say he was told that? How did he know?
No, that is being extrapolated by
Yeah,
people
see.
he told the story to. I don't think he said he was a hunter. I think he was more of a scout. But again, it's only extrapolation. There's
Yeah,
plenty of food to eat there. These
you
people who can
can't.
go through space, they can manufacture their own food without having to scout humans for meat. Give me a break, you know? No, if they
Well,
want to breed us, it seems like they're building a society because there were other people in there that could not perceive him and they were just chit-chatting, but he tried to talk to them and they couldn't perceive him. And that was a very good story. But the conclusions were this guy was a hunter and he handed him his rifle back. He says, "This is a very interesting weapon. I'd like to keep it, but I'm not allowed." And he handed him his rifle back, right? Like
that was
his hunting
nice of
rifle.
him.
Yeah. But I think that was this doesn't sound like a hunter. This sounds like a scout because he wasn't trying to take him as a food source or a
You
breeding
asked him
spot.
if he wanted to go. He said, "Sure, why not?"
Well, he said he was under the influence. He said he wouldn't have gone in his right mind, but I don't know. That's
Well,
his
if he
word.
was given a pill, he willingly took a pill.
Right. Thing is,
But it's not like sharing a
well,
joint, you know.
it's kind of like that, you know.
Yeah, all right.
Share a joint, get beat up, taken down the Shanghai tunnels. Next thing you know, you're on a pirate ship in the Caribbean.
Right.
A pirate ship in the Caribbean being passed around, you know.
But that was a really good episode. If you get a chance to watch Y Files, The Basement and Y Files, go watch it, Lynn. Now you've got factory settings. You can look at this stuff all brand new, and you got
I would
more
say,
insight.
well, is it right or isn't it? You know, and I don't want to be the end all of somebody else's opinion by a long shot.
Oh no,
So,
that's not gonna happen.
It's
so
much of this, as I go along, I'll make a decision on, but I don't want to get loaded with it.
I got you.
I got
Well, you're not
very
ready for
clean
all of
mind
it.
right now, and gee, I just don't want to put any junk in there. Does
right.
that make sense at all?
Yeah.
I would like to hang on to just
Purity.
being me for a while,
Yeah.
you know. But
Well,
yeah,
welcome
this
back
guy,
to the world.
the extrapolation part that you're talking about, you know, you can't possibly know what's on these people's mind. As far as I say people, I believe they're people, not things.
Same.
But
Yeah.
we have no concept of what is a logical thought form for them, much less be able to say, "Oh, they're here to kill us all." That there's 8 billion people on this world.
That's a monkey brain thought right
Plus,
there.
plus, there's more every day. And yeah, we're dying off at a fairly decent rate too. But we we cannot possibly understand the mechanizations of an otherworlder. We just can't.
Yeah.
Our
We can't
from what
conceive
we've
it.
seen already, we're that primitive.
Right.
We don't have the higher thought form, other than we do have 0 point energy.
Right.
We have the
We're
quantum
not allowed to
factor.
use it.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think you
Well,
can.
I'm,
I've done it.
well, the crystal network is running with it. So,
That's right.
I mean, I don't have a generator or or
Yeah,
nothing
you
like
do.
that.
That thing between your ears runs everything.
Yeah.
All your thoughts, everything you have and everything you are is all generated by what you thought.
See, that is
All
a
of it.
hard concept. That's a hard thing to grasp and utilize on a regular basis. But yeah, I
Not
say
if
it
you
in
use
not
it a
so many
lot.
words.
Not if
Huh.
you use it a lot.
Yeah, it's. Uh, I'm getting there.
Okay, flat on my back, right? Can't move anything. No kidding. Can barely lift a hand. And went from that to walking in 4 weeks' time. You know, had to see it all there first.
Yeah,
See
the
what I mean?
conceptualization of it.
You are not capable of anything you cannot conceive of
Yeah.
or have seen it done,
Right.
and be able to internalize that concept. Now, you apply that to alien worlds. Now you have to be able to conceptualize what they're talking about, what their motives are, and what the end result will be. And we don't have the equipment.
Right. It's what makes them aliens is the fact that we don't know what they're
That's
doing or
right.
thinking, or it's what makes them aliens.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they're not demons, because demons are something that's just to bring us in a loop.
Yeah,
Demons are
yeah.
something that are defined and have boundaries and borders and rules. Alien,
Spiritually.
you don't have any idea.
Yes.
Yeah, alien, you don't have any flippant idea if it even believes in a god.
But
It
if they're,
doesn't matter.
I think
It doesn't
that
matter
many
because
of them do, but it's going to vary. We're not talking about one species of
right,
alien. We're talking millions.
Yeah.
We can't even conceive of millions.
Yeah.
And every
We're
one
having a
of
hard
them
time conceiving of
different.
3.
Yeah,
yeah,
they're all different. So
Yeah.
where did we get off thinking we know what their plan is? We don't know jack diddly. And that's what scares our government to death.
yeah. Well, now James Franco is doing freaking video analysis of alien stuff. So
He's an actor. I don't know if you know who that guy is. I didn't know who he was.
Pineapple Express. You never
Not a
seen
clue.
Pineapple Express. He's been in Avengers. I found out. He's been in Iron Man. He's been in
Frank
a
would
lot
know
of
that
movies.
stuff. I never
Yeah, I'm like, whatever.
particularly involved
But
in it.
I did want to show Lynn that Dorothy on the first part of the show ended the show with a neat little quote that made the thumbnail, right? And
Okay.
it made this was the thumbnail, and this is now going to be on a shirt. She
Quantum
was
show.
worried about the quantum show showing up. Quantum show as regular as ExLax.
Holy shit.
I
Well,
know,
yeah,
right?
literally.
So I made that. I banged that out with Copilot, and I was like, "Yep, Dorothy. I don't know if you meant to make a T-shirt, but you just did."
Oh my god, I love that. We have to remember to.
Oh, it is
There was
forever
another
now.
one. There was another one that there's a number of them that you've had over length of time that we've had,
Yep, I've got
and
all of it is saved.
you know, um, do you have to buy these things in quantity, or you do them one at a time and drop ship them?
That I just started a merch thing, right? How do I do this? Okay, I
Still,
just started a merch thing, but I just have to fix up the payment method and the shipping method, and I think it's going to be a one-hit thing to fix both of them at the same time because PayPal gives you shipping options, right? And it's
right?
all done automatically.
Oh,
I've
okay.
got a merch shop, and it's just not ready yet because the payments
Uh-huh.
and the shipping is not ready yet. I got to go do that. I'll do that another day. I've had a lot of stuff happen on my end too.
Sure,
So that's going to be the next T-shirt and coffee mug, right?
that'll be fun.
It is
As regular
so
as
that is
ExLax.
so cool. Yeah, as regular as
I don't know. That stuff's pretty unpredictable. And when you do finally predict it, you don't want it any part of it anymore.
Yeah. But that was the last thing that happened in the show solo tonight, and I was like, "Oh, it's forever." And
I gotta tell you this one, and
hmm,
this a bust job. I know it well. 4 years old, my grandmother had chocolate in her pocketbook. She also had chocolate at ExLax.
uh-oh.
Guess who found the ExLax?
Oh,
Yeah, it was me. I shouldn't have been in the bag in the first place. 4-year-olds are endlessly curious, and I knew not to mess around with anything in a bottle. But this was just there. I was like, hey, nobody'll know. Oh yeah, they do. Stay out of your grandmother's handbags. I'll tell you that for nothing.
forbidden chocolate.
Okay, everybody. Well, Lynn, it's great to see you again. I'm glad you're feeling so
Very.
much better and you have this new perspective on everything,
Yeah.
literally a fresh perspective. A lot of people throw that saying around, but you've got it literally.
Yeah, it's when I look at something like the fireplace, I don't see the bricks anymore. I see all the texture on it, the texture in the mortar, everything.
Right,
It's all there,
right.
Now, how long that will last, I have no idea. But
Well, you've got it now, and I don't
yeah,
think it's going to go anywhere anytime soon. That seems to be what people go through when they have a near death experience like you did, because that's
yeah.
exactly what that was.
Well, I've had a few of them, and they fade over time. But this one was very different in many perspectives.
Yep.
No,
Okay, well, we're past the 2 hour mark, Lynn.
are we really?
Yeah,
Wish. It's
and
been fun.
it yeah, it has. And oh man, I'm waiting for your book, Lynn.
Oh
Killboy is
dear.
saying hurry up.
I don't know how fast that can get written. My goodness.
Oh, it'll get written when it's time for it to get
Yeah.
written. Just like everything, it happens at the appointed time. But Lynn,
It's a
thanks for
big
coming
project.
on. Yeah,
Oh,
thanks
I
for
I
coming
love
on.
being here. You know that.
Tim, thank you for coming on too, bro.
Thanks for having me.
Yep, Raven never could make it. I guess she's stuck in the cat dimension again. It's okay. That's cat dimension for you. And I'm gonna go ahead and start pushing buttons, everybody, because we're beyond the
She's
2 hour mark.
she always has so much going on, but she does have her. She has been putting up a show. So I forget this Ravens
Rabbit hole.
Rabbit Hole.
Yeah,
Right. Ravens Rabbit Hole. So look for that, guys.
yeah. Link in the description for sure. All right, everybody. Well, thanks everybody for being here.
It's a
I
pleasure.
appreciate it. Thank you, Tim, again. Thank you, Lynn, again. And thanks to Frank and all our lurkers and all the agents and aliens watching in the background that just literally cannot like and subscribe. The AI as well.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead
Be
and
sure to like and subscribe. And
like and
thanks to our
subscribe.
moderators. You guys are absolutely top drawer.
Alexa, thank you again for being part of the Quantum Show. I'm saying good night.
Good night, Nathan. It was awesome being part of the Quantum Show tonight. Sweet dreams.
That almost sounded ominous. I'm not going to see what Siri has to say. I'll just let her alone. But thanks, everybody. Going to be pushing buttons. Urso, what's up? I knew you were here. I knew you were here. I don't know even what you're talking about, but that's okay. Urso Supernova 1261. Awesome. We're out here, y'all. Talk to you later. Keeping it
Catch us
quantum.
next week.
Yep. If not sooner, pushing buttons. Breathe.